How's it going, everyone? It's Skating Green here, and today we're going to discuss about the gear drive. I finally got to ride it a couple of times, and this is just my opinions on it. It is very similar to the belt drive, but it does make some improvements. For one, the jerkiness that you tend to get from the belts. For having that belt, the way the tension works there's a little bit of a delay. So the way their remote works, it tends to have a bit of a jerkiness when you're trying to brake and accelerate quickly, or if you let go of the throttle. With the gear drive, I think it eliminates a lot of that. You have to be pulling on that throttle and brake pretty hard to feel the jerk of that. And when you do, that is actually a little bit more aggressive than the belt is, because there really isn't a delay. It reacts very quickly. And that's another thing with the gear system, is the torque there is actually pretty incredible. It takes off like that for you. One thing I have noticed that's a bit of a downer to me is your clearance in the back becomes a lot less. So if you end up trying to go from grass into sidewalk, you're gonna have to be very careful, because if there's a big lip there, you're gonna end up scraping the bottom. I did have experience with that, and luckily nothing is extremely damaged, but I do have some scrapage on my gear system, so that is something to look out for. Another thing is you're probably going to have to do more maintenance on it, because you have to use some kind of grease to keep the gears in good shape and not dry running them, or you're going to cause some problems with the gear teeth and you'll have to order new ones, which I'm sure they're not cheap, so that's something you want to try and protect. I will have some kind of maintenance review once I'm due for it. I'm going to do it a little bit sooner than I would expect, just to kind of see what we're working with there. So the noise for the gear drive system is different than the belt. This gear really roars, and you can hear a little bit of it, and it is a awesome sound, and I really do enjoy it. Top speed, I haven't noticed like a big difference. I can definitely hit at least 30 on this thing, and that is my comfort zone. I have no issues with that. I have seen some videos where they say that you lose a little bit of your top speed. Regardless of that, I have no issues there. I feel like the range is definitely similar. I don't think either or really affects anything. The feel, I think it's a lot nicer, because you're elevating your motors a little bit with the gear drive setup, and the motors are closer together, and for some reason I think with that gives you a much more stable balance. From when I'm carving back and forth, it just feels very much more natural, and a little less of me trying to direct where I want it to go. And even when I do, wherever you pinpoint that thing, like, it has more of a, that's exactly where it wants to go. And without having the jerkiness and stuff, it's a little bit easier to be more direct with it. So my opinions on it is I think it's great. A little bit more maintenance is a big issue for me. If it is for you, then it might not be the right product for you. But otherwise, I think it's a fantastic upgrade. I'm really enjoying the ride of it. I just kind of have to watch with the clearance thing, because I do like to do some all-terrain stuff. So I do need to be a little bit more careful about that. But otherwise, it is fantastic, and I'm very happy to have it. So I hope you all enjoyed the video today, and I will see you all next week. Take care.